Hello, everybody. Welcome to Chit Chat with Kettle Kitchen. Tonight, we're going to do another series of the question and answer, not normal. We have three guests that'll be on with us tonight, and I think everybody's pretty much familiar with them, so we'll go ahead and bring them up. We have Lisa from Yogi Hollow Farm. We
Hey,
have Tiffany from Mud and Mascara Homestead, and we have Tarsha from, hold on, got to do that mute the volume thing here. There we go.
sorry.
We have Tarsha from Triple Threat Firearms and Defense. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
So, anybody that knows the channel and has been here before knows what this is. For those that don't, it's basically a Q&A format to get to know these channels a little different than what you would in a normal sense. Okay. So, what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to start with Lisa. This will be the order we follow. We'll go with Lisa, then we'll go down to Tiffany, then we'll come over to Tarsha, okay, on each of the questions that get asked. But before we start that, what I would like you to do, each of you take about 2 minutes, tell us about your channel and anything else you want to throw in there. So, Lisa, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, sure. So, our channel is about our journey building a homestead in South Dakota. In 2020, that was when we actually started it. And so, it's about, our journey and basically what we're doing out here. Um, we're expecting 2 litters of piglets that I am anxiously awaiting, and is all I can think about right now. um, And also, we just started the Homesteading Academy, where homesteaders come to learn. And what we will be having is a series of educational presentations, which will be a lot different than typical YouTube lives, where we just want people to sit back and learn. And that'll be starting on Thursday night.
I actually am looking forward to that. I think that'll be really cool. I've been waiting for it. So, I
Yeah. And
do,
if people,
before we jump, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, and like just it's really just about focus. Those are just solely education. So like sit back, relax, take notes.
Right.
Um the only, even if you don't catch it live, like if you don't want to watch about bees, don't watch about bees. Like,
Right.
I want people to watch what they want to watch because people have a thirst for knowledge.
I agree with that. Before we drop down to Tiffany, I do want to throw this out there. Leanne has been on this format before with me, and she says she feels bad for all the panelists tonight. So there's your prepared warning if there is one. Tiffany, you want to go ahead and tell us about your channel?
I've only been doing videos for about 3 weeks. So basically it's just about our lifestyle. We've lived we've canned for years and years. We garden, we solar. It's just about our channel will be basically based on self-sufficiency. We raise chickens, we raise rabbits. So that's kind of, I don't really know what will come out in the end. I don't think any of us ever know where we're going to be at in the future. But for right now, that's kind of where I am. I joined to do the community to get involved in the community so that people could learn, and hopefully I can teach them something at a different angle maybe, or something they just don't know. And that's the whole reason, and to document this for my girls and their children. So that's mainly it.
I think that's a common thread I'm really hearing a lot more, and I have been hearing over the last few months. People are doing it so they can memorialize them, things they do for in the future, for the families to have, because the beauty of YouTube, unless you remove it or they remove it, it stays there. So,
Right.
that's a great thing to go through. So, I did want to also state basically confirming what Tiffany said. She is a small channel. I think the last I looked, you had 75 subscribers, if I remember right. I
Yes.
think that's grown a little bit.
It
But
has.
I mean, she is a small channel, and so she graciously jumped on here. And I want to tell you, the one thing I've noticed about Tiffany, and it's what inspired me, we've had a couple conversations over the last few days based on the Last Chance Cook-Off collaboration. But the thing I always picked on or caught onto with Tiffany is she is one of those, just like Tarsha is, and just like Lisa is. You guys are really supportive of the entire community, and you guys really put time into, you know, giving the shout outs and acknowledging when people are doing something. And I know from my point of view, I love seeing it because it means we're all involved. So sorry, I gotta mute my mic every once in a while because I live right on Main Street and all the trucks want to go through right when I'm doing lives all the time. So I want to run through real quick before we go into Tarsha, sorry, I got a bunch of people coming in, so I want to make sure I say hi. Hello to Leanne, Mennonite Farmhouse, Not For Nothing Homestead, Mitchell, the cart flopper from Hendrickson Family Farm, GT Junior Grows it, Alaska, the Seventh Son, Little Ridge Farm, uh, Generational Homestead. I think they're new to my channel. I don't think I've seen them on here before. Oh, and there's the infamous Mouse Toes. She's joining us tonight. And Drunken Chef Barbecue. Thank you for coming in, all you guys. Chuck, I'm gonna go with Chuck. It might be Chuck and Belinda. Life with Chuck and Belinda, or Belinda and Chuck. Sorry. And Gorilla Joe Barbecue is in the house. Carrie, My Table of Three, Aoki Homestead, Urban Gardening Chronicles. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I really appreciate it. And I do thoroughly thank each of our guests for coming. They didn't have to, they were on board. And once we got the schedule and everything figured out, we were great. So, Tarsha, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your channel?
Hi, I am Tarsha with Triple Threat Firearms and Defense. I am a certified firearm instructor with a history in law enforcement. So I started my business with my two sons, which they're not really active as I am, my daughter, but I decided that since I was disabled that I needed to get myself and other women into self-defense. So I teach firearm safety, self-defense, concealed carry, and home defense as well. And also with everything going on, I decided that I was going to start me a garden. I always wanted to have a homestead, so I ran into a lot of channels on YouTube, which has been so wonderful. So I'm getting a lot of great information and ideas and tips on gardening and homesteading as well. And this year was my first time starting my garden, which I'm surprised that it's been going pretty well, but I'm just expecting to keep going with my garden and be close as self-sufficient as I can, basically.
And I think that's great. Another thing I noticed with the three of you too is you guys are those groups that are interactive into many different genres, niches, groups, communities. And I, for myself, found that very productive. That made my channel grow in the aspect of crisscrossing over, and it helped. So I
Yeah.
gotta figure out somehow to get that. I got things behind you guys can't see, and they're right in my eye, and it looks like I'm being blocked out. So I apologize for that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start into it, and this is the quick fire phase. So what I'm asking each of the guests in rotation, we'll start with Lisa, we'll go to Tiffany, and then we'll go to Tarsha. And this is what we're calling quick fire. So we're asking for, as best as possible, one-word answers. Okay. So, and all of you will get asked the same question. So I'm looking for 3 responses before we move on. A glass is half full or half empty? Lisa.
That's the question?
That's your question. Half full or half empty?
Half full.
Tiffany
Half full.
and Tarsha.
I always said half empty.
I love it. Okay, your next question. What is your favorite color?
Purple.
Black.
Okay. Black. All right. What is your
What?
favorite flavor of ice cream?
Chocolate.
Homemade.
Homemade which flavor though?
Vanilla with chocolate chips.
Okay, I'll go with that. Tarsha?
Butter pecan.
I love that. That's good. Okay, this is a yes or no. Raisins?
Yes.
Okay. Tiffany?
Sure.
Okay. And Tarsha?
Yes.
Okay. You guys get the gist of these questions. They're not
Yeah.
painful. They're pretty easy and off the wall, usually. I enjoy, this is me asking you the question, but I'm putting it in your perspective. I enjoy the first 12 hours of a day or the last 12 hours of a day.
Last 12 hours.
The first.
Okay.
The first for
Okay.
me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. Coffee, tea, soda pop, or other?
Coffee.
Tea.
Other.
Tarsha?
Water.
Water. I get it. Okay. This one might be a little, I'm not sure if you're all going to fit into this category, but I think you might, so I'm going to go with it. Shoes, flip-flops, slippers, or none?
Flip-flops.
Slippers like house shoes
Yes.
or slip-ons?
I'm going with slippers, house shoes.
Flip-flops.
Okay.
Slippers.
Okay. Restaurant or home cooked meal?
That's
Oof.
easy.
Yeah, for me, restaurant.
Okay. Considering you're the cook, right?
Yeah, I would prefer not to cook. I would eat restaurant all the way.
Okay, Tiffany.
Home. I'm home.
Okay, and Tarsha.
Home.
All right. This one is a variable answer. It may change and you may not have an answer, but please try to answer as best you can. Okay. Your favorite cereal?
Shredded wheat. Frosted wheat.
Okay.
I would have to say grape nuts. I like the crunch.
Okay. I got it. Tarsha.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
The way she laughed, I thought she was going to say Fruity Pebbles or Fruit Loops or something like that. Okay, take a breather. I'll give you a second. I'm going to go back and say hi to the chat, and then we'll go on to phase 2. All right.
Okay.
And if I do miss you guys, I'm sorry. I don't mean it. Growing with Hudson and Deb C. And I'm trying to see. Freya is in the chat. Hello, you guys. Barb's Country Home. And Jamie Espinoza is here as well. So welcome, everybody. Okay, so this phase of questions are kind of not, you don't have to be one word answered on them, okay? If you want to take some time to discuss the why or the why not, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So I'm going to give you 4 things, but we're going to break them down individually. And I want your top 3. Okay. Lisa, what are your top 3 beverages?
Coffee,
Okay.
Gatorade, and red wine.
Okay. Tiffany?
I probably would say tea is number 1.
Okay.
Tea. I like wine.
Okay.
And I like coffee, so probably about the same thing.
All right. Tarsha?
Water, water, water.
Oh, you're good.
That's what I was about to
cheating.
say.
It's cheating, but it's a valid answer, and I can't disagree with it. So, moving on, top 3 breakfasts. Lisa?
Oh. Leftover pizza.
I like that.
I like tortillas with cheese.
Okay.
And French toast.
All right. Tiffany?
Okay. My number 1 favorite breakfast is cheese and crackers with spicy brown mustard. My second would be, is it 3 of them that we have to do? Or just 1?
Preferably, yes. 3.
3 would be, my second one would be leftover pizza if we had it. And probably sausage, gravy, and biscuits.
Good choice. Tarsha?
Biscuits and jam. Biscuits and jam.
I'm starting to see a pattern forming here. Sorry.
Pretty basic.
That's good. There's nothing wrong with it.
And I like sausage. That's the
Okay. So the next one is your top 3 lunches.
Whatever's ready.
That's a good answer. I can go with that.
Seriously, it's whatever is easily microwaved or quickly put together.
Okay, let me ask it to you this way, and this would apply to all 3 of you if you want to answer this way. If you could pick your favorite lunch, what would it be?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
I like a good old sandwich, a BLT. How about that?
Okay, I'll go with that. Tiffany?
I would say, I hate to say this, but I would eat the cheese, crackers, and mustard again.
Come on, guys, now.
Same here, Tiffany.
That is my favorite meal. I have eaten that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner one day. It's my favorite. But I guess for lunch would be, Jamie will make street tacos. I like street tacos.
All right.
Nice.
I'll go with that. Tarsha?
Sliced turkey on a croissant with a pickle and mayo.
Oh, now see, that's something I was looking for. I never would have thought that. Thank you. I never would have thought the cheese and cracker, but that was already stated. So
it's quick.
Okay, so yeah. So the last one of the 4 questions is, and I'm just gonna make it easier on you. If you could have any dinner, what would it be? Lisa.
Either ravioli or tortellini.
Homemade or canned?
Not canned.
Well, I just thought I'd ask.
Frozen.
Oh.
or my lasagna. If I made my lasagna.
Excuse me. Okay, I'll go with that. Tiffany?
It would have to be homemade pizza.
Good choice. And Tarsha, don't let me down. You can do it.
Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and sweet peas.
Ooh.
go.
That actually sounds good. I
Mhm.
like that. Okay. So, question number 5, because that was 4, so we'll go into question number 5. This question has been asked in multiple of the Q&As, and it's one of my favorite. What song would you want played every time you enter into a room if you had a choice?
Oh Lord, I don't know.
See, this is exactly why I ask these questions. It makes you think about them as well.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Well, I got news for you. The other two are very happy you're thinking because it buys them more time. So you're good.
Yeah, I'm thinking and I'm drawing a blank, but I should just pick one. But I've got stuff coming to my head, but I don't know that it's necessarily a song.
Okay. I'll come back to you. You think a little longer.
Okay.
Tiffany, do you have an answer?
I would probably say "Bad to the Bone." That's
Okay.
my favorite song,
All right.
which
Tarsha?
probably should be for Tarsha too.
I can't remember who sang this song. It just not coming to my mind right now, but it's that song that says, "I'm coming out."
Oh yeah, I'm
Oh,
coming out.
Yeah.
that's Diana
I
Ross.
want the world to know.
Yeah.
Diana Ross. Come on.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Okay, Lisa,
All
you're
right.
up.
I still don't
Yep.
have
Now
one.
you're stuck to it. You got to answer.
I still don't have one. I'm just gonna pick something that just keeps coming to mind because I love me my rap music. I love Kanye West, Gold Digger. That's
that's
not
me.
me, but I play that when I need to get something done. That or some Biggie.
Yeah, when I go walking, I need that type of music.
Yeah.
Right.
More money, more
I like it, though.
problems.
So your next one is, what U.S. landmark would you like to visit the most that you've not visited?
I was gonna say Mount Rushmore, but I live close to it. So
Yeah, you do. You live
Go
really
there.
close.
One that I've never been to.
Yes.
Oh, I've been to a lot of them. I'm drawing a blank because I've been to a lot of them. I got dragged around as a kid. Monument.
Okay,
monument.
then give me one of the favorite ones you've been to.
I would love to go back to the Seattle Space Needle. Oh, in Chicago. Isn't Chicago have something like that?
I think they do. I can't answer that myself.
And no, Leanne,
When
I'm
I
not
was
saying Gettysburg because I slept through Gettysburg as a kid and got in trouble.
Okay, Tiffany, we're gonna move on to you, and it's one you haven't been to or one you would love to go back to. I'll change it that way.
I don't know because I've never really been anywhere.
Okay.
Say Mount Rushmore.
Okay, Mount Rushmore.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
You know,
I trust
this
you.
woman power thing is not working for me right now. Okay, thank you.
So
Tarsha.
it has to be a monument, or it just can't be a place you never.
It's a landmark, so it doesn't have to be a monument.
Well, Yellowstone.
Oh,
Yellowstone. Okay, that's a good choice.
Yeah, I'd rather go there too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, other than Mount Rushmore, I get that.
I was thinking monuments, like, so I was thinking like
Okay.
differently because like we've been, I have Rushmore, we have Devil's Tower, we have all that stuff, but I'm with her, Yellowstone.
Okay. So your next one, what is your favorite dessert and why do you like that dessert?
chocolate pudding. And why do I like it? I
got
love the
this.
texture. I love the flavor. If it's creamy, I'm in love.
Okay, fair enough. Tiffany,
Okay, I have this one for sure. It
don't you
is
dare
my
say
mom.
cracker with cheese and mustard, okay?
No, 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 but it is an old recipe. My mom makes like the bomb banana pudding from scratch. I'm talking the one on the side of the box. It's my
Yep,
favorite.
I get it.
Straight out of
I
the
get it.
oven. Straight out of the oven.
Yep. And you can't find many people that do that anymore either, actually. So, Tarsha?
You're giving me anxiety with this one because I love dessert. I'm a sweet addict. Making a decision,
I'm not intending anxiety, really.
I love sweet potato souffle, and it has to have the nuts in it and the raisins.
Ooh, nice. I like that. All right, we'll move on. We'll move past the anxiety-filled question.
Nah, we're good.
What is this is going to be a hard one, and I'll tell you. And to me, it's one of the hardest questions because you have to do a lot of looking upon yourself.
Mm.
What is a word that describes you best?
um, I'm trying to think of the opposite. Perseveres.
Good word. Good choice. Tiffany?
Determined.
That's what I was looking for.
I do want to throw this out that people are trying to help you guys.
Yeah.
Lisa, say farmer.
Yeah. Well, that's like, see, in my field of work that I used to do, like I would have to answer that question all the time.
Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know that actually.
And
Okay.
I still couldn't remember determined, but perseveres, I think, it fits.
Okay. And then we'll go to Tarsha.
Emotional.
You know, it takes a lot for a person to say that because that's inclusive of a lot of things. And I like that answer, actually. That's good.
I love
Not
it.
that any of your answers are incorrect. I don't mean to imply that. All right. What time of year do you enjoy the most and why? Lisa?
When it's not minus 30.
Okay, that's a good season.
And it's not 90 something degrees.
I get that too. I got to say, I actually think that probably might be my best answer. But
yeah,
it's yours. So we'll go with Tiffany. Your choice, your word, or your answer next. Sorry.
My favorite time of the year is October.
Okay. And why?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
I love Halloween. I love the fall. I love Halloween. Yeah.
You and my daughter would get along quite well. That's her favorite holiday is Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Tarsha? Sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say, we like to play pranks on the kids. We give out Chinese packets, you know, soy sauce packets and stuff. They don't get candy from us.
What?
Giving them duck sauce too. Wow.
Yes. Yes.
So everybody watching, make sure you get Tiffany's address and send in all your takeout packets.
TP.
Yes, please send me all your takeout packets.
Oh. Everything, so they're ready to go.
Yeah, please. Sorry, I had to answer a question real quick.
That's okay.
And I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. Just go ahead and set them right there. I'm getting produce. I got a big gallon bag of cherries already pitted and sliced and everything. So I'm taking them.
Awesome.
Thank you. Tarsha, did you get to answer your question? I'm sorry. I apologize.
December, because Christmas is my favorite and my kids' favorite. So that's the time that we go all out. And everybody is happy and jolly, no school. So
Gotta love that.
right.
Okay. When you are looking for peace and quiet, sorry, I got a pterodactyl trying to get in my face. When you're looking for peace and quiet, what do you enjoy to do the most, Lisa?
Going down by the barns by the animals.
Okay. Tiffany?
I cannot say that it's peace. I mean, when I find peace and quiet, I'm canning.
Good answer. Tarsha?
Walking early in the morning before the sun rises and before everybody gets up. That's my peaceful time.
Okay. So you guys can take a breather for a second, okay? Because we have one more phase we'll go through. While we're just kind of lingering for a second, is there anything new going on with your guys' channels that you want to talk about?
We
Lisa?
have the Homesteading Academy that we're starting. We'll
Right.
be starting that on Thursday with a live with Brian from Castle Hives. It will be late on Thursday, so it'll be right after Bland's Promised Land Ranch.
Okay.
However, the replay will be there. We just had to pick a time that we were able to actually get together because of time zone changes. And I think the only other thing new is the piglets.
Well, and what you were saying before we even started, it's that you're going in phases. You got this to go through, and then you have them again due in the first part of August as well, you were saying. So,
yep, July 25th and August 7th, and all while we're raising our meat in the busy season. We just finished our meat chickens. Now we've got turkeys and pheasants going on before we scale down for the winter, which will be upon us soon enough.
Yep. What about you, Tiffany? Anything new going on or anything you got planned?
I mean, I have some things up my sleeve. I'm trying to get. I mean, of course, I'm working with some people on a couple of collabs, and then I really want to do some collabs with Drunken Chef.
Good guy.
With some tamales and teaching people that side of smoking and stuff like that. So that's about it. Trying to get my life organized on YouTube.
It happens. It is. It gets crazy, and I know from my own personal experience, it took a while, but I really fully support the thought process of communitization. That's one that Jesse put out there, and one he said he got from another channel. I don't remember who it was, but to me, that has been where I've grown. That's been the one thing I've tried to continue to do, and it feels like it has, successfully benefited me.
Right.
Just real quick before I jump over to Tarsha, I do want to tell everybody, if you don't know about it, it's been almost everywhere now. In the month of September, we're having the Last Chance Cook-Off. And that is, as of right now, we have 78 channels involved. We have almost a combined subscribership of 840, I think it's almost 845,000 subscribers now. More than 70 videos will be dropped in the month of September in correlation to this. And there's tons of good channels. We got one channel that I think that's got 66 subscribers, up to one channel that has 304,000 subscribers. We have a mix of all kinds of channels. And then there's 3 phases to what we're doing. We're having our originals that were invited originally that are a part of the collaboration. Then we also have an additional, we're trying to get to 30 smaller channels to do what we're calling channel bump. And they're going to do something a little different, but it still is in the barbecue grilling type of thing. And then we also are going to have bonus videos, and those bonus videos contain either a unique way of barbecuing grilling, or some of the channels are actually doing both sides of what the two others are doing. So a lot of good videos, a lot of good content. We're just about ready to put our media kit out, so we're going to start hitting the sponsors really hot and heavy. I do want to say thank you to Tiffany. Tiffany has agreed to help us with that, and she will be a good asset to this group. And so, two things I want to throw out there: for your smaller channel, 200 subscribers or less, if you want to get involved in it, please email me. You can find my address on my About page. I'll throw this up there right now, and you can send me an email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Also, if there's any other channels that would be interested in donating, which we have some doing that already, we would be more than willing to put it out there, and you will be listed as a sponsor and an integral part of this collaboration. So I wanted to throw that out there as well. We also have a Facebook group page that a lot of our information is going out onto. I will put that down in the description box, unless I'm trying to see who's in there, Leanne or Mouse Toes. If you guys can find that and post that, that would be greatly appreciated. So, Tarsha, anything new for you? Miss, hello. Just grow over the top and walk on everybody. I love it.
Well, I have decided this was my second Tuesday. I think the second Tuesday. Yes, of going live every Tuesday. I done dedicated Tuesday as my day. Still trying to fill it out, even though yesterday made my fourth live altogether. I was still very nervous. Very nervous.
I've been doing this for almost 4 months, and I'm still nervous, so it doesn't go away.
Gosh, I swear it was driving me crazy. I was like, I can't wait to get off this live.
Yep. Oh,
But you can't tell.
I said I was going to come in and tell everybody this is only going to be 1 hour. 1 hour, and that's it. But yeah. But that's what I'm doing. I have a 1K subscriber giveaway this Friday. I have a collab with you all on the just said it, the cook-off.
Oh, the last chance cook-off.
Yes, and I have several collabs set up with the Roman Prepper, Off the Wall Prepper, and Texas Redleg. We all collaborating and doing this on an ongoing basis. So, and they're with the preparedness and 2A community.
Good, cool. I've seen some comments in there about you growing, and that you grew like really fast.
Very fast.
Thank you.
Okay, so we got about 20 minutes left, roughly. We'll go ahead and go into the last phase of questions. I wanted to do this too. If anybody, I'm going to run your guys's channel on the bottom of the screen. I'll try to switch them out so all three of you get your channels listed up there. If the mods could please, if you haven't, drop links to these channels. I think they're great channels. You need to check them out. And let's help them grow. That's what we need to do. Okay. So for some that may not know, some of the people that have been around on what I've done in the Q&A Not Normal is I follow a question thing. I used to watch Inside the Actors Studio, and James Lipton was the moderator of that show, and he always asked 10 questions. I only ask 8 of those questions because 2 of the questions evolve around curse words, and I'm not trying to do that. So those 2 questions have been deleted, but I will ask you the remaining 8. Okay. And we'll actually go backwards. So we'll start with Tarsha and we'll come to Tiffany and then back to Lisa. Okay.
I've already failed. That's why he's switching up the order.
What is your favorite word?
Sleep.
Okay. Tiffany?
Fantabulous.
Okay. And Lisa?
Trying to think if I can say it.
Uh-oh.
No, it's
That's
not. No, but cheap. How about that
Cheap.
instead?
Cheap is your favorite word.
Free. How
Okay.
about free? Let's go with free.
Okay.
Free.
We'll go with that. Tarsha, what is your least favorite word?
Time is up.
Gosh, that's hard. Wow.
I think you're getting dinged, but I'm not positive about that.
Yeah, that was weird. Your least favorite word, a curse word.
No, don't want to hear a curse word. Okay, I've done this once before. We'll come back to you. Tiffany, what is your least favorite word?
Can't.
Okay. And Lisa?
She took mine. We just talked about this with Mountain Grandma today, and it was just can't. Just sets the whole mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you say can't, you're throwing your hands up in the air.
Right. We
Okay,
can all have the
Tarsha?
same answer.
You
That's-
can have the same answer. I mean, I'm not
Mhm.
saying you can't.
Can't.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Okay. And please don't anybody go way out on the limb here when I say this. Okay. What
Okay.
turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally? Tarsha, you're first.
Emotionally.
What does in those realms though?
Oh, okay. Love.
Okay. Tiffany?
Mm. I'm not really sure if there's like one word, but it's like when somebody drives you to do something, like pushing you. So I don't know what that word is.
Yes.
Like a mentor, kind of?
Well, I mean, it could be a mentor. It could just be somebody you're watching on on YouTube.
I don't watch much YouTube, but go ahead.
It could be somebody you're watching on YouTube that says it like it is. I mean, they're driving you to go beyond your realm. So I don't know what that word is. Can't believe I said yoo-hoo.
Motivation? Motivator?
Like somebody who encourages you.
Yeah.
I mean, they could just be. They're just. I don't want to say. They tell it like it is. Like they don't rub sugar on everything. That type of person motivates me.
Plain and
Don't be
simple.
doing it. Yes, just get it over with and tell me.
Here's the ribs with no barbecue sauce.
Exactly. If you want that barbecue sauce, you need to go make it.
Got it. Got it. Lisa.
Tony, repeat the question again. I want to make sure I understand it.
In the realms of creatively, spiritually, or emotionally, what turns you on?
self-reflection.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is I think it's important to assess where you're at and to be able to correct your path to keep going the way you want to go or in your life and who you want to be with and all that kind of thing.
Got it. I believe we're back at Tarsha, are we not?
Yeah.
In the sense of that question, correct? You don't look like you're ready yet now.
I have to answer it again, the same question.
Did you answer it already? If you did, I will move on. Sorry, I got lost. Okay. So then the next question on basically the same thought process is what turns you off?
Mm.
Do you want me to go first?
Oh, me. Hate.
Hate. So we're just going to go in our route. So Tiffany?
I have two actually, but I think my number one is probably drama. I don't like that.
Yeah.
And negativity. Mm-mm.
Got it. Lisa?
Can't and toxic.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Do y'all see what Mennonite Farmhouse put in the chat? She
Picking
said
She likes
boogers.
to pick
booger.
boogers.
That's Leanne for you.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
Moving on. Tarsha, what sound or noise do you love?
Water running, like at the ocean, waterfall, anything water
Okay.
related. That.
Those need to go in the freezer, please. And Tiffany?
I would have to say loud cars, fast cars.
Okay. Lisa?
My pigs. I love when they talk to me and they grunt and they groan back and forth, and that just tells me I'm home.
Mhm.
Good. Good answer. In the same thought process, what sound or noise do you hate, Tarsha?
Loudness, just straight loudness.
Okay. Tiffany?
She came around.
I cannot deal with a repetitive noise. It doesn't matter what it is. Something that does it
Okay.
over and over again, I can't handle it.
And Lisa?
I'm with Tiffany, but like one of the things I remember was when I was in college and girls would say they were going down to the computer lab to type. I'd sit in that computer lab for 2 seconds and I'd want to pull my hair out. Could not take it at all.
I would never think typing would do that to a person, but I guess I get it.
That and like when car alarms are going off, I'm like,
That annoys me. Yeah. So your next one is, Tarsha, we'll start with you. What profession do you wish you would like to attempt or wish you?
Well, Tarsha,
Well,
you get to finish that question.
What, Lisa?
okay, I'm the host now. Let me think of a question.
You got the mic.
Everybody send all your Chinese packets, Polynesian packets to. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, extra bonus points for Chick-fil-A.
Yes,
Right, the
Polynesian.
Chick-fil-A
Yes.
sauce. Yeah. I forgot what he asked.
There he is. Tarsha already
I don't
answered
know.
it. Don't worry about
There
it.
you go.
All right.
Well,
My
you get to skip
phone-
her.
My phone overheated and shut off. So sorry.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Yeah. So you're stuck with me. However, the last 10 minutes last. That's the end of it. That's where we're at.
Okay.
What was Tarsha's answer, though? I would be curious to know.
We didn't get the whole question though.
I didn't hear. I don't remember the question.
Just remember, it's recorded, and I'm going to go back and verify you're correct.
Okay.
Oh, it's
okay,
totally
go
me
ahead.
screwing with you. Don't worry.
Okay, we're good. What profession do you wish you would like to attempt or had attempted if you're not moving in that direction in the future?
I wanted to go into the nursing field. I attempted, but other than that, no, nothing else.
Okay, Tiffany?
I would have been a chef.
I totally understand that answer. Lisa?
I did. I went back to school late in life and became a mental health and substance abuse counselor and clinical director.
Right.
Now I'm doing what I want to do
Right.
after I've done that.
All right. Here's where the hardest question you're going to get asked. Okay. Some people can answer it right away, and some have to really think about it. And just so you know, it's the last question I'll be asking you. So you've made it through. Okay. Look at Tarsha.
Tarsha's hoping your phone overheats again. No.
Yes. And we're going to start with Tiffany on this one.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In regards to heaven existing, what would you like to hear God say to you when you arrive at the pearly gates?
I would like for him to say, welcome, my child. You are a good and faithful servant. That's what I would like for him to say. But when you think about your past, sometimes I'm afraid that he might say, well, I'm glad you slipped in here. When you think about your past, he's going to be like, you slid in here by the heels of your feet, young lady. Now, come on.
I get it. Lisa?
But I know I'll be there.
Oh.
I know I'll be there.
Well, and that's what matters, right? In the end of it,
Right,
that's what matters.
right.
Lisa?
My younger self would have answered this, that he would have said, "Ha! I can't believe you're here." But that being said, life has changed for a long, long time. So I would say, because of the work that I was just telling you about, he would say, you made a difference in the lives of others.
Yeah. And Tarsha?
Well done.
Well done.
You know what I think is funny? I've answered this question 3 times now on this format that I do. And all 3 of your answers are encapsulated in my answer, because I do get what Tiffany's saying and what Lisa's saying. Earlier on in life, it would have been a different response. But the end result is you're here. I'm glad you're here. You did the best job you could. And for that, I'm grateful. Welcome home. So, okay. You guys are done. I'm not going to bug you with the questions anymore.
That wasn't hard.
It's not that hard, but sometimes people just they get bumped along the way, and they're like, I don't know if I like this so much.
Really?
What do you guys think of the format of that kind of way of going about things? Because it is totally different than most people on YouTube do when they interview.
It's an icebreaker.
Yeah.
You definitely get to know somebody for sure.
Yeah. I think it's neat, because I think it's neat to see how people answer. I think the hard part for me has always been like, I'm like a slow thinker. I'm the person who has to sit on something for a bit. And so tonight, you'll have spot on answers from me at about midnight.
Right.
Got it. Unfortunately, filming's already done 7 hours previous.
Yeah. I mean, but it's not stressful to me at all. Like,
Right,
it doesn't,
right.
like, I just pick something that's close, because I'm not going to be sitting here and having everybody wait 3 hours for my response. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I get it. I get it. Um, so I did this, I think it was, I'm trying to think, it was last week or the week before. I did this format, but I changed it around. I let past guests come in and ask me the questions.
Oh,
And
wow.
that was different. That was, I mean, even though I've seen these questions, these style of questions, I think now for 6 weeks, I was just in the same spot you three were at
Mhm.
that point because I wanted an honest answer those questions because they were taking the
Right.
time to come in and do that. I wanted it to be truthful. I didn't want it to be just made
Mhm.
up. I didn't want them to, I had no knowledge of what the questions were prior. Even though I said I wanted to, I actually didn't in the long run. I didn't know what any of the questions were going to be. Um, if I'm doing that again, would you, any of the three of you, be interested in coming back and being on that side of the coin?
Sure.
I would. Mhm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So what I'll do, I already got scheduled out for the next 2 weeks on my lives. What I would like to do though is maybe if you guys want to do it, it's up to you and we'll talk about it later. I might want to try to have you guys come back on more about your channels and what you're doing and things like that. If you guys are okay with that, then we'll go ahead and move in that direction. It probably won't be actually, now that I think about it, because we go on our vacation for 2 weeks. So it won't be until after the middle of August, but maybe even wintertime, we can plot something out or something. But you guys were good. You guys played the game
Perfect.
very well, and I appreciate it. And I like your company. So I think that would be
Very
great
good.
if you guys would be interesting.
Yes. Thank you.
Um,
Thank you for having me.
no,
Having
anytime.
us.
No, I consider you all friends. So I've
Mhm.
learned the hard way, and I'm here to tell you if it's not anything but information for you, Tiffany. The other two are past where you're at, so they know what I'm talking about. Get to know who you can trust and get to know who you can't trust,
Mhm.
because that's going to be the strength and the brick and mortar that holds you up.
Right.
So that's the best advice I could give out. I'm not trying to
Mhm.
preach to you or any of that, but that's
Right.
the struggle I had, is trying to figure it out. And Lisa, along with Leanne and some others, were there, and I was able ask Lisa the first time I went on her show. I was elated and jumping up and down and woohoo! I finally made it and all that because I had
Right.
waited so long to do the live shows, you know.
Right.
So,
I guess
but
I guess I'm just taking my time with stuff. I'm not like I mean, if wherever my channel goes is where it goes. I mean, I'm not like pushing for it to go up to 1,000. I just want to be involved and help and teach people what I can at the rate I can teach them, to do the videos and show them what I know and what we know as far as a family and how we live our lives. And if it, goes from there, that's fine. If it stays at 60, hey, I'm busy enough doing what I'm
Yep.
doing,
Yep. Smart
So,
woman.
I agree. I think, a lot of people think that because I've had people actually ask me the question, um, where do you see your channel going in the future? Which is a valid question. I don't have
mhm,
an issue with the answer. My answer is always going to stay at the same, though. As long as it's organic, I don't care how it goes.
mhm,
I want people to come to me because they're coming to me, whether it's the collaborations I'm involved in or hosting, whether it's the lives the way I do it, or it's the content material in my videos. And I'm
right,
never going to go out there, and I hope I never go out there and make somebody feel uncomfortable or unwanted when I'm
right,
in the room, because I'm not like that at all.
You
I don't.
won't though.
yeah,
No,
You
mm-mm,
won't,
no, I
because
won't.
that's not who you are. And the reality of
right,
it is watch because you want to watch. You
Right,
want to
mhm,
watch what the person is doing
right.
versus feeling obligated. And
Yes.
I
right,
just wanted to answer. I saw Dark Lord Meanet and Leanne were talking about my fast responses. If you have been to the 14 years of my career where I went through trainings like this and I had to answer things like this in groups with strangers all the time. Every time I went to a
mhm,
training, I'd be like, oh, not again. So I'm
Yep.
kind of used to it.
On the flip side of it, where kind of the format came from was when I was in community college, I was on a lot of committees and stuff, and I have been through a chancellor selection committee and presidents, and this is the way they are.
Yeah.
They don't want to know what you're going to do about a budget. They want to know how you're going to respond to everyday people with everyday problems, split answer response. That's what they want to know.
Yep.
So, especially when you become into that professional realm, Lisa is correct. You're going to know that routine because that's the way it goes. The thing I like about this, though, isn't so much that it comes from that perspective. It comes more from I'm not going to go to every channel and get the same. If I see Tarsha on 4 channels, when she comes to mine, it's not the same style of questions. I do want to know about Tarsha's channel. I do want to know what she's got going on. But now let's get to know Tarsha from a different way. It applies to all of you or anybody in this, but it's a different format, and that's why I love it. And I probably will continue it for a little while until people say they're tired of it. And
I think it's neat.
I think the other thing I figured out too is don't have the same guests on all the time, because sooner or later the questions become repetitive to them and the information's boring to people. So
yeah.
Anyway. All right. Well, we're at our 1 hour. Does anybody have anything else they want to add or throw out?
I just want to say thank you very much for having me on, and I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, thank you so much. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. This was so much fun.
Well, I'm glad you guys liked it. And like I said, you guys are always welcome back anytime you want to, or you see I'm struggling for somebody on, please let me know. I'll be glad to have you on.
Okay.
All right, guys. You guys want to hold on just a second? I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast, and then we'll have a chit chat. Okay? So I just want to tell everybody thank you for coming. I appreciate it. As always, we have I have my Friday night late night. That's 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, thanks to the moderators for doing what they did. Thank you to everybody for coming in. I appreciate it. And once again, thank you to the guests for coming on. We do appreciate it, and we liked getting to know you a little better. So thank you. So everybody have a good night, and thank you.